This is the collagen pen, and this is what I use as my tool of choice to perform microneedling here at Marshall Plastic Surgery. Microneedling creates a controlled wound in the skin, which doesn't sound like a good thing to someone who doesn't understand microneedling. The purpose of this is to get into the patient's dermis. That is where collagen and elastin are formed. Collagen and elastin is what keeps our skin from aging. It keeps it bouncing back. It keeps our skin from sagging, drooping, all of the things that you hear more mature people talk about how much they don't like their skin when they're talking about, oh, my skin's drooping, wrinkling. That's because their collagen has stopped performing as well. They need to get it stimulated again, and that's what builds stronger elastin. Elastin is what keeps our skin from breaking down in the first place. So good, healthy elastin is the key to having healthy and more young looking skin. So microneedling encourages that new building of elastin and making it stronger. Obviously, preventative is better than trying to reverse something. So if you have great skin right now, it really is not a bad idea to do 1 or 2 microneedling treatments a year just to prevent aging from happening. It is triggering that collagen and building your elastin. And that helps with texture. It doesn't just help with a single wrinkle or two. It's actually helping the surrounding skin. So even if you do get Botox or Juvederm, things like that, the texture of your skin will be affected if you are not doing anything else. If you're not using a good skincare regimen, if you're not getting good skincare treatments, your Botox, your Juvederm, it's great, but it's not gonna fix everything, unfortunately. So combining treatments is key after you do have that damage that's occurred already. So I get many patients coming in who do get Botox and Juvederm. You want to wait at least 2 weeks post getting your injections. This is because you need to give the injectables time to settle in the skin, because if we took microneedling right over your face after you got an injection, like a day later or so, you would be at really high risk to move those injectables around or allow your body to get rid of it. And that's a lot of money that you just wasted. So we say give it a week or 2. I say 2 weeks just to be extra safe. And then if you were getting injections right after microneedling, I would give your skin about the same amount of time, at least a week. That's just because a lot of time you have a slight inflammation after microneedling. Some people swell a little bit more. So let's say you went 5 days later to get injectables after a microneedling treatment. If you still have some of that slight swelling, the provider who's doing your injections may not give you the correct amount because it looks like you needed less than what you actually did because of that area being a little bit swollen. So that's why you need to wait afterwards. So people always want to know, how long are they going to be red? How much downtime will they have? And it really depends on your definition of downtime, because you can pretty much go right back to most activities right after having a microneedling treatment. It's just you, of course, are going to be red in some areas, especially if you have a more aggressive a treatment. So if you have scarring, for example, or deeper lines and wrinkles, that's going to require some more redness, just because I am going to have to be more aggressive in that area. So I always tell people expect at least 4 days to a week, and they may not be red quite that long, but at least they planned ahead and they're not surprised in case they have a hot date Saturday with some person they've never met, or they might be in a wedding, or going, I don't know, having their family pictures taken or something. So you don't want to do something like this right before a big event. You want to at least give it a couple weeks beforehand, especially if it's your first time. So with microneedling, it is always good to come in for a consultation. I actually require that unless you are someone who's seen me for other services such as dermaplane facials, chemical peels, laser, because I need to know if you're a candidate or not, and we schedule a very large gap of time, at least 60 to 80 minutes. I'm not rushing through this. I definitely take my time and try to give you the best results I can possibly give. So I do need to consult with you first to make sure that you can actually be treated, for one, because if you came in the day of and we scheduled you 80 or 90 minutes and then you're not even a candidate, that's a large gap of my time that doesn't get used now. So it's very important that I see someone for a consult first, and I can even do virtual consultations, because I understand it can be frustrating to take a whole day off work just to come talk or whatever. So we can do virtual consultations to some degree. You know, it's always better if I can see someone in person and see the true skin detail in person, but definitely think people need a consultation first if I've never met them, just because of that reasoning, to make sure that you're a candidate and make sure that there's enough time scheduled for your treatment to discuss pricing and all that sort of thing. So take advantage of that, because we do offer complimentary consultations. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments down below and share with a friend. Thanks so much, and I'm going to turn on some music for the rest of this.